everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's officially winning time in the NFL. In today's wildcard matchup, victory is the only option for these two teams. It's the Saints going up against the 49ers.
All right, Larry, from the heart of Silicon Valley, there's a look inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the New Orleans Saints and the San Francisco 49ers. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. And on 2nd and 10 now. To throw is Beathard. Over the middle, complete. That's Ford. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll throw here. Beathard on the screen. This is Coleman. Room to run inside to 40. Whoosh. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A gain of 39 that time.
After that nice game there, for the rest of the game, the defense is going to have to respect the running backs as passing threats as well. Not just play them strictly to run the football. They may be able to get downfield and catch it too.
And now a first down following that long gain.
Here we go.
They go play action here on first down. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Tevin Coleman taking it in from 14 yards out. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. For the first time with Alvin Kamara. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. He'll drop to throw. And it's caught. Kobe Fleener. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Second down following the run.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. 20! Left side and caught by Fleener. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Here's Coleman. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's third down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Looking deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. 77 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he's got it over the middle, Fleener. That one goes for 24 yards.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his 3rd catch here in the first quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
Yeah, maybe a little of both. Trying the left side with Kamara. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
And again this time to the tailback. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Let's go.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. Now a play fake here on first down. Going up top. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play. Play there for the Niners. 45 yards. And on this challenge, the refs have to take a peek and see whether or not the receiver was able to dot the I with both feet,
while making sure that he possesses the football all the way through the catch.
So the offense lining up 1st and 10. Here's Beathard to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he had.
And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk, a 14-yard touchdown. And the 49ers add on to their lead. The point after now for Aguayo. It's good, and it is now 21-7. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. Now a hit and a loose football. And I think he was able to get back on it. He was. So they will get the ball after all, but that could have been a disaster.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back, I don't even know how to describe it. And I think we just saw an example there.
Yeah, and the relief when you get it back like he did.
Yeah, you go to the sidelines, you know you're going to get yelled at, but you can handle it because you got the ball back. He'll look to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. On play action, they'll throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Solomon Thomas coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at the 15. Dances by him. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Here's Beathard to throw. He'll let it go deep for Freeman. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Aguayo on for the PAT. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. They'll set up a throw. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
They begin the drive with Coleman. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Back to throw Beathard. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So the offense has it 1st and 10. To throw is Beathard. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And he's got room. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Beathard. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Freeman. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to take a shot for the end, and it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone. Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it? And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking long for Thomas. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you across the country to Orlando. Standing by there, Larry Ridley with our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room. And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game. We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Back to throw here. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game. And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football? Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him. Second down now after the incompletion. They're going to look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. Third down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Taken in at the 11. Fighting him off. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. Coleman. And some room to roam now. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They will run again with Coleman. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Forced out to his left. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he comes back with one complete. And he's out of bounds, able to get it up right near the 25 to the 24. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Fresh set of downs here. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the end.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Reuben Foster in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is brought in at the 21. Breaks through the contact. Good blocking there, and nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Leopard! No, check! Patriot! Safety creek! Hurry up!
To throw is Beathard. Steps away to his left. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. This is Coleman. Able to spin free. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll throw here. Beathard eluding the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara, nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Again, it's Kamara. Room here to run. And a loose football. A breakaway for Michael Thomas. The 20, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 75 yards. And the Saints get a bit closer.
I think the key to that play was them understanding and knowing that once the ball was out, they were still eligible to pick it up and carry it.
Yeah, there was some standing and some staring on the wrong side of the football there, wasn't there?
Yes, he has a name, he has a number, but for us, he's Johnny on the spot. And how about that rambling run all the way to the end zone with that alert play that he just made?
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Back to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a 1st down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, 1st down. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They go play action here on 1st down. And the tight end has it, Fleener. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Thomas has got it, complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to get it to the 33, good enough for a first down. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. See if they stay on the ground for second down. They'll drop to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through. Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that. Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
And Lutz puts this one through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, in the grand scheme of things, it's likely not going to matter much, but at least they get themselves 3 points closer to respectability.
And I don't know that they're going to feel a whole lot better about things because they've clearly been outplayed all game long. But, hey, no reason not to take the points when the opportunity presents itself.
And the 49er hands team does its job. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Coleman now. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. That'll get a little bit back, give him 5 on the run, and they'll be left with a 3rd and 13. Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time."
And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. Well, this defense has been smothering all game long. Why not give them 2 more points here in the closing minutes?
Well, they've certainly earned it. They've gotten the better of this offensive line for 4 quarters, and this sack here will just be a little icing on the cake. Any return that gets you to and you're almost in field goal position.
And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Under pressure now, and Beathard goes down to the turf.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney.
Their season ends here, a tough way to go out.